This first strike, we've got a lot of cool strikes. We've got a lot of cool disarms. We have a lot of cool takedowns that we can do with the stick. The problem that we run into is a lot of times as you're fighting with the stick, and there's a big difference between doing a cool looking drill or just kind of pounding on somebody and actually doing some techniques and being able to have something you can use while you're fighting. And fighting, what I mean is no gear on, no headset, no gloves, you're just out here going. Now, when we fight, we normally have a fencing mask on, and some type of a glove. A lot of people use a light hockey glove, light street hockey glove, or they'll use just a regular, like a motorcycle glove, some kind of a padded glove. The reason for that is, for us wimps, when we use the street hockey gloves, it's so when he hits me in the hand, which is going to happen a lot, it doesn't hurt as much. Now, the problem with that is, I get used to hitting the hand, I've got that padding on, it doesn't hurt that much, so I end up leaving my hand out there. And I don't move it as much. You see guys that have big masks on, it doesn't hurt when they get hit in the head. So they just leave their head out there. They're not really being very realistically, and they just pound on each other constantly. And you think, well, take all that stuff off and let's see what happens. So we go with as little gear as we can possibly get. Now, that being the case, I don't want to get hit at all. I don't want to stand in here and just pound with this person. I want to be moving as fast as I possibly can. I have a couple of techniques that I do that seem to work best for me. They seem to work 85 to 90% of the time. One of those techniques is, as I strike in at him, I'm going to break my hand, or I'm going to break my motion about shoulder level. When I do that, he's still going to block. If he doesn't, he gets hit. But I haven't struck yet. At this point, I'm going to stab in. As I stab, I'm going to go behind his head. This will come back. I'll crank it in, put it behind my neck, and squeeze. This is called a cut sometimes. I strike in. Notice that I'm stepping with this. If I don't step, I'm going to be way too far away. He comes around. Now, he may be striking at me from here, but I can take that. Behind my head, lock it, and squeeze. As I squeeze this, I'm going against just the side of his neck. If I need, I can put my other hand back and get it here. If something goes wrong, I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to put the butt of my stick into his neck, his jugular, or into his throat, or even into the side of the neck. It doesn't matter. I'm going to come in close, grab the back end of my stick, and crank this in. Sometimes they call this a fang. Basically, it's just a submission with the butt of your stick, and you're just driving into the muscle. So, one more time. In tight. Behind my head, squeeze. If that doesn't work, I flip it, tight, and crank it into his throat. All right, try that one.